Man, these kids in the house by themselves, man. Look at this.
He a happy little baby. Look, he's smiling now.
I know, this baby was just crying and there ain't nobody in this house. Doors wide open. I don't know what's going on, man. This is sad. Nobody in there. They just, this house is wide open with these 2 little kids wandering around.
Yeah, the house looks trash.
It looked like somebody was moving out and they just left their kids. This is crazy. He just came. I just reached for him. He just came.
615-6300.
Anybody know who these children are?
Thank you.
You know where their parents are? Well, we called them the police, so if you know who these children are, y'all need to get here ASAP.
He's so tired. Come here.
Hi, Papa.
He like him up. Hey, anybody know this house? Anybody familiar with this house right here? Anybody familiar with this house? This is the house the little kids are at. No parents, no one. If they are in there, there's no response. And I'm not going in that house. But I went and grabbed that little kid out the garage because he was yelling and screaming. This is crazy. It looked like they was moving out. There's stuff all over the place. The little baby was right there in that thing right there. I just went and grabbed him. He was, cause make sure nothing was wrong with him. The baby was laying in there yelling, and I can hear him all the way from my house, like across the alley, about 2 or 3 houses down, screaming, just screaming. So I picked him up. But he got his chain and bracelet on with one shoe on. He's stepping. See if that police wants. The house clear?
Yeah.
Dang, that's crazy. No one's there. Kids was left alone.
We'll make some phone calls.
How he make his phone calls?
I guess so. I guess you gotta take care of the baby till he make his phone calls. He's probably about to call the people.
He playing dead on me.
This is what I...
Where'd your sock? You know where your sock went?
A 20-year-old woman was arrested after leaving her two children alone at their home while she went to the store. At about 5:11 p.m. Saturday, officers were dispatched to the 3500 block of San Lucas Lane for a welfare concern. A caller reported seeing a child running around outside with no shoes. The caller also stated that the home's front door was wide open and they heard another child crying inside. Officers arrived and spoke with the two witnesses who stated that their kids were playing outside when they saw the other children running. Officers knocked on the home's door with no answer. The children's mother arrived and told police she left to go to the store. She stated that her brother was coming over to watch the children, but she had left. She was arrested and charged with 2 counts of abandoning a child with the intent to return. The report also states that the children were released to their grandparents. So somebody has to explain to me, what type of mother do you have to be in order to just randomly leave your very young children alone in a house? Kids can do anything. Like, literally, if you think that a lock is impenetrable, allow a few kids to just have a little bit of time and somehow, some way, they will get that lock open. So it baffles me why this mother decided that, hey, I'm going to go to the store and my brother was supposed to be over there. Why didn't you sit yourself down and wait until your brother actually physically got there in the house? Not just by word, not just by a voicemail or a text message. You wait there and physically let him in the door, saw him sit down, and the kids were watching television or doing whatever it is that they wanted to do. And then you physically then locked the door and then physically got into the car and then decided that you wanted to go to the grocery store. Why would you decide to do this? And then you're out there looking stupid because your kids are outside the garage. Not sure how they got outside the garage. They're just wandering around. Anything could have literally happened. There are a variety of different negative things that could have transpired, all of which are not good at all. All of which are not good. And then what she would have done, she would have turned around like, my brother said that he was on. No, this has nothing. This has zero to do with your brother. And this has everything to do with your ability or lack there of being able to be a mother. And this is why I've stated before that there's a difference between a mother and then a woman who can lay down with a man and give birth to a child. Those are 2 different universes. 2 different universes. The mother actually cares, loves, consoles, shelters, protects, feeds. A mother is going to be there. A woman that has the ability to have kids, she doesn't care about nothing but herself and what it is that she can potentially get directly out of having those kids. That's it. The kids, for lack of a better term, are an accessory. They're just an add-on, right? And you can clearly see that. For the life of me, they gave the kids directly to the grandparents. And then the grandparents are going to allow her to see the kids and yada, yada. And I can already hear some people saying, people are young, they make mistakes. And no, this is beyond a mistake, because nobody would have been saying that this would have been a mistake if somebody would have ran off with these kids. If these kids would have ended up in a ditch or a river somewhere. Like I said, there's a multitude of different possibilities, all of which are bad. So I'm not trying to hear excuses. I'm not trying to hear people. Like I said, I'm tired. I'm just done with a lot of stuff. And then you're going to have the people like, oh, but what about the fathers out here? And I'm just going to keep saying this. Coming from a single parent household, at no point in time at all did my mother, who raised me, ever pin any fault or blame my father for anything. So that is the standard that I go by. When I happen to hear women complain all the time about men aren't this and men aren't that, I look at those women as weak, because I'm looking at strength when I look at the other women that I know in my life that never decided to put a blame or whatnot or whatever on a man. They were like, yo, this is me. I have to deal with it. This is my problem. This is my situation. So for me, I look at it as though that every other woman should, in a sense, follow that same thing. But again, everybody is not mentally that strong, right? They're not that confident in what it is that they are able to do directly in life. So this is why you have a lot of women that we have right now, where instead of facing the problem head on, they want to pass around and put the blame on somebody or something else, when realistically, physically, this was all within your control. Like this mother here, no matter what age she is, all of this was physically within her control. This had zero to do with any man or father or whatnot or whatever. This is her home. This is her place of which she resides. She stated that she depended on a family member to come through and watch the kids. That obviously didn't happen, and she left. And she allowed her kids to go directly out of that house because there was no guardian there. But like I said, it is what it is, and people will continue to see it and make excuses for whatever reason. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this video and everything that I stated in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.